In today's FX markets, let's take a look at the British pound futures. As they're experiencing some selling pressure today, we're seeing them pushing down to the low end of the recent range, which also corresponds with the lowest levels in the last couple of months when you look at it from a longer term perspective. You have to go back to the end of December to see the British pound futures trading at these current levels where they are. 1.331 in the futures market. And I think when you look at some of the factors contributing to today's price action, the uncertainty surrounding Ukraine, the situation there continues to impact markets in general. And I think that when you look at today's price action, that safe haven mentality appears to be back into the market, with the US dollar pushing up towards the top end of the recent range, which also corresponds with a year-and-a-half high, as some of the other major currency and futures markets are under some selling pressure, and you're looking at the British pound and the euro both under pressure here today, more so than some of the other major currency markets. So those two appear to be realizing the most selling pressure today when you look at some of the reactions to some of the themes working their way through the market. Now, when you look at just the general trends, the British pound is coming down towards the 2-month low. Now, it is still above the lows at the end of 2021, but when you look at the euro is actually breaking below those lows and going to the lowest level since July of 2020. And corresponding to that, the US dollar is pushing back up towards the highs that it attained, I should say, in the end of January, which also correspond with the highest levels for the US dollar in a year and a half, going back to July of 2020. So very similar to what we are seeing with the euro as far as the euro reaching lows. The US dollar at 73.40 is pushing back up towards the highest level in a year and a half.